Hello, nail friends. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary Rosie from Ritzy Dips. In today's mani, we are using Ritzy Dips Dylan, and the solid pink is called Spanish Red. So I'll be doing just an easy to follow design on my right hand. I do have jelly tips on my right hand from Glam Co, and peel base on top of that that's already been applied. So we'll get right into this mani. I do pour over the dips into these little containers from Chaos Concepts that I feel have good enough space for my nail to lay on when I have these longer jelly tips. It's just personal preference. If I didn't have these, I'd be using cupcake liners. So either way, if you are new here to my channel, welcome, and make sure to subscribe to get more updates on videos. If you're a returning subscriber, hello there, friends. I haven't made a video in a couple of weeks, I think it is. Trying really hard to actually get videos done, and I've been able to get them done, but then I'm just having a hard time keeping up with actually doing the voiceovers. I've got family staying in town with us for a while, and I don't get the peace and quiet that I am used to be able to do the things that I want to do. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, so one dip of the solid on my 3 nails is what I'll do, and here on the ring finger I'll end up doing a design after I have the solid dip at least once on that nail. So I will just let you all watch for a little bit, and I'm going to do the second layer on those other 2 nails as well. So for the color Dylan, it is made of black and gold, I guess mostly fine glitter, and then gold foils. And for some reason, I don't know what that is. I think I just forgot to swatch this one or didn't have time or whatnot. For some reason, I thought that the base color was milky white. Well, here in a little bit, you'll find out that the base color is actually clear. I'm super backed up on my swatching and have only been able to swatch some of the most recent collections that I've received And this one caught me by surprise, but I do like the final look of having a clear, technically a clear background with some gold foils and some glitters hanging out kind of in the air is what they look like. They're floating to me. So we'll see. Right now it looks like it's white, but that's actually clear dip powder. So it comes out very interesting and I really do like it. So for this mani, I am using Ritzy Dips base, activator, and top coat, along with their cuticle cleanup tool. That's that black sharp tool you see me using to clean up my edges. I'm just letting this dry before I swipe it with a brush to remove any of that excess. And then we are gonna go on and do a little bit of a design, just tap method over the middle nail, just keeping it simple. And then I will fill in here and there with a little bit of the gold foils that I thought looked beautiful. So all I did here was add just a tiny bit of base and picked up a couple of those foils, let them soak in, and once they're dry you can brush off the excess. And I think I did the same with the thumb on a couple of little spots there. So nothing complicated. Again, I don't like doing 2 layers of a chunky glitter, and I think that this would technically be considered a chunky because of the larger pieces of foil and the larger pieces of glitter in it for me. It wasn't necessarily hard to apply. I just don't like my nails to be thicker, and the fact that it's got large foils and large glitters has the potential to make it really thick. But like I said, I do like the way that it looks, like the foils and the glitters are floating in the water because it's actually clear. So I'll let y'all keep watching and I'll be back. And I applied a dip base to the entire nail. And then I'm just taking the ombre brush and using that to tap on some of the glitters and the foils. And a lot of them kind of fell where I wanted them to, but the foils are bigger, so they might stick in a spot where you don't want it to. So you'll have to move that quickly or just leave it alone. And then I tap on the pink color to cover up the rest of the base that I applied, clean up the cuticles before it finishes drying, and then we will be able to brush off the excess and take a look at what our ombre looks like. And so this is what it looks like. Came out pretty good. Only thing I want to do is add a couple of little pieces of foil that didn't stick. And there's that, and we'll let that dry. And I think I ended up finding a teeny little star that was in the dip, and I applied that in there somewhere as well, which I think is adorable. I didn't even realize that it had any stars. So that's it for that one. And now all we need to do is encapsulate all of the nails in clear dip powder, which is called Glass from Ritzy Dips. And once the glass is applied, we'll be able to remove the excess with a stiff brush and apply activator. So last layer is going to be applying dip base and a layer of glass to the nail. I do have a couple of different jars of glass. One of them is of contaminated clear that's got other little bits of clear from other random powders from dipping my finger in there and all. I'm pouring it over because I feel like I can get less of the excess glitter that's hanging out in there onto my nail if I pour it over. And on top of that, that jar is a little bit low. I don't want to dip my nail into it and then hit the bottom, smudge it, and then I'd have to really buff. So that's what I am doing here. And then I will take the other glass jar over here that says solid, and I will use that dip powder to encapsulate the solid nails. And once it is dry and set, we remove all excess dip powder with the stiff brush. That ensures you don't get any bubbles or issues with your top layer being cloudy once you start applying the dip top coat. So 2 to 3 layers of activator depending on how thick you applied your nails. And here I am putting nice amount of activator. You see how clear those nails are. That's how you know that the clear dip powder is a good one. So 2 to 3 layers. I'm generously applying this activator. Activator is what hardens your nails. If you don't have activator, the dip powder will not harden unless you're using monomer or doing the gel method. Then you wouldn't need activator. But this is dip powder method, and we're using activator to harden them so that I can buff, file, and finish our final reshape on these nails. And after we waited a couple of minutes for it to harden, we have buffed and filed off camera. And now we are applying the activator one last time prior to the top coat. So just one layer is needed at this time. Just have to make sure you have enough to cover the entire nail and move on to the next nail. So one layer of activator, all 5 nails, and then we'll be ready for our top coat. Once all of the nails have been activated for the last time, I take a lint-free wipe or a napkin and scrub all that excess activator off of your nails and grab your top coat and apply it quickly, thinly, and evenly. So 2 to 3 quick swipes over the nail, cleaning on a lint-free wipe prior to going back into the bottle. This is going to ensure that you lower the risk of contamination since you wiped the bottle brush on a napkin prior to putting it back in. So I move on from nail to nail doing the exact same thing, and once I am done, I will do the exact same thing again for the second layer. I do not wait in between. I just go right ahead and get the second layer done. This is how I ensure my beautiful shine every time. And here we go. And here is the beautiful shine. It is dry. I've checked on the one nail. I'm going to be applying some whipped oil and pumpkin spice scent, I believe is what that one is. It's got a little bit of a shimmer. Wonderful smell. Only available in the Candiskincare Secret Sisters collab. There might still be a few available. But I am putting it on my hands, on my nails, all over my cuticles. Make sure everything is nourished all over again like it was prior to me putting on the dip. And here it is. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you guys later. Bye.